Hi, for today's video I thought I'd discuss the issue of many autistic people such as myself only making up a very small percentage of the workforce. Now, in terms of autistic unemployment, only a small percentage of us have paid work, and very often, like governments and officials, they wonder if it's due to the fact that we purely just can't motivate ourselves, but it's not. In fact, many of us do really wish we had paid employment, but certain factors that contribute to the fact that we don't could be that we have an abnormal amount of anxiety, and that affects our ability to concentrate and stay on task. And also, but the main thing is our interest area tends to be very extreme in one area, and it's very, very narrow. For instance, an autistic person like myself we may have one interest, and that could be Harry Potter, and don't have skills in any other area other than that topic. Now, see, there are many companies at the moment who are employing people who specifically have autism, and that is good. But the problem with those companies is that, one, they're few and far between. So many people, as autism is such a common diagnosis worldwide, and you can even have autism without being diagnosed as well, most of us live too far away, or it's not convenient to us. The distance makes it not convenient, where we can say go to a place like Auticon and work on computers there. If we live, say for instance, on the other side of the world here in Australia, we can't go and work in England in that sense. And another main thing is that autistic people don't just like computers. Many of us do have an obsession with computers, and that is our prime interest, but autistic people can have a wide range of interests, because every autistic person is their own individual person. So, for instance, my main interest isn't computers. Even though I am keen on them, I couldn't do a job there, because my main thing is public speaking and writing. So when it comes to employing autistic people, there's so many factors. You know, our interests, as I said before, they're very particular, very narrow, and as children growing up, we tend to focus most of our time on learning skills in that particular area, and now you can't say if an autistic person's interest is Lego, that doesn't mean that just because we're born with autism we have a free pass to just go to Lego in Denmark and work amongst people who've had to work very hard to get to that position. What needs to be done is that in the workforce, more carers are needed to support people with autism. You know, when you study in universities, I know most universities near where I live, they don't offer many special needs assistance. So we need more carers and people who can assist us beyond school age. And also, many autistic people aren't able to drive themselves around to places that aren't local. So that makes it very difficult for us to get a job as well. And of course our family can't just trip us about all the time because they've got their own lives to do. And a lot of us can't take public transport either, because public transport could be, depending on how functioning we are, public transport can give us anxiety, or we may not be able to look at timetables and plan in that sort of way. And I'll end this by saying that carers need to be paid more for what they do. At the moment, carers do a wonderful job, but the thing is, they're not paid enough for what they do. They need to put up the pay of carers so that and employ more carers in universities and in the workforce, so that autistic people get the same chances and the same opportunities to work as the general population do. And they need to do this with other learning disabilities too. And also, I'll finally say that autistic people generally don't work, but it's not due to laziness. I mean, yeah, there will be one or two where it is so, but that's the case with everyone as well. You get some people who are more hardworking than others. But the fact that most of us are unemployed, we really want to be employed, and we really want the same opportunities as most of our peers have, and we also want the opportunities we get to be fair on everyone else as well. So we don't just, and I myself being autistic, I fully understand that just because I'm born with autism doesn't give me the privilege of getting this super nice job that I want and not having to do any study for it. That's not the case. We just need more support. Thank you.